All right, welcome in. Brian Edwards, MajorWager.com, getting you caught up on the NBA playoffs and, most important, the injuries to Kevin Durant and DeMarcus Cousins for the Golden State Warriors. So, the reevaluation of KD was done Thursday when early in the week, we were told the reevaluation would be on Thursday and unlikely to play on Thursday in game two, which he did not. Now he's already been ruled out for tonight's game three and I believe it's Monday. And let me check that real quick. And indeed, it is Monday. So he's out games 3 and 4 and may not be back at all for the West Finals. And I'm going to read you some quotes from Steve Kerr yesterday. First off, a little more serious than we thought from the beginning. So, and then I'm going to go on to quote him even further. The right way to put it would be with a calf injury, there's kind of a wide range of how long a guy is going to be out. And so he's had them in the past where he was out a week or 10 days, but right from the beginning, Rick, I guess their director of sports medicine and performance, was telling me that you really can't put a number of days or weeks on this. There's a big range of how long it could be depending on how he responds and how bad the strain is. This one is taking a little bit longer than the ones he's had in the past, but that's okay. He's coming along well. And if he continues to improve at the rate he's improving now, we're confident that he'll be back. We just don't know when. So obviously Kerr's confident with a 2-0 lead that they will advance past Portland because it's starting to become very clear that Durant's not playing until the finals. As for DeMarcus, and by the way, let me add, KD has not even been cleared for on-contact work, whereas DeMarcus Cousins has. Quote from Kerr. This was, now it's Saturday now, so we're going back 2 days with this quote from Kerr. DeMarcus is coming along. He's starting to do some work on the floor, so he's not exactly close to playing in a game, but he's making good strides with his rehab and getting out on the court and starting to do some conditioning things. We'll see where that goes. Now, look, if Golden State gets to the finals, if Cousins can just give them maybe just 15, 20 minutes a game, that'd be great. Just because, look, Looney is doing a really good job killing it on the offensive boards, etc. So the main point, and I've got some other numbers we're going to go over NBA-wise, but Durant's not going to be back anytime soon if he makes it back. And right now it looks like Cousins might make it back before him. Okay, so Golden State gets hot late, rallies, steals game two, basically trailed the entire game. And now we look to game three, which is tonight. And right now, most books have Portland at -2.5. I see the Mirage has moved to 2. The total is 221 or 221.5. As I'm going through my live odds here, I just saw one offshore is also at 2. That's Matchbook. So everybody's at 2.5 except for the Mirage and Matchbook offshore. The updated series price, we'll go with the Westgate, -1,600 for Golden State, meaning you'd have to risk 1,600 to win 100, which would be very chalk-eatish of you. Portland, +900, risk 100 to win 900 on the comeback. We'll get to Milwaukee, Toronto in a moment. We're almost there. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we are there. Let's just go ahead and give you the series price for Milwaukee and Toronto. Going from the Westgate again, and Milwaukee -900 and Toronto +600. Absolute pimp slap last night. Milwaukee mauls Toronto from start to finish, up 25 at halftime. And even if you had Toronto -4 in the second half, which would have been +21, which I'm never against, what that have been, 15 points of value from the original line, or 14 and a half. I think it was 6.5 at most spots closing. And it could have, would have, should have been a winner. They got in front of that number for most of the second half, but Milwaukee with some late scoring, even won for second half bets as they won by 22 or 23, I believe it was. Marc Gasol's got to give the Raptors better play. 1 of 9 from the field last night. He was awful from the field in the first 2 games. Gasol's got to play better than that. I know he's older, and look, he plays the game right. He does little things, but you can't go 1 for 9, man, because they're giving him jump shots, and he's taking them, but he's not making them. All right, so game 3 tomorrow night, back in Toronto. Toronto -3 at most spots in Vegas. Quite a few offshores have it at 2.5. The total's 220. Milwaukee around +130 on the money line. All right, your updated futures. Golden State -210, which is about as expensive as we've seen them. And look, Milwaukee, now maybe, if they lose game 3 tomorrow, their future price will maybe go up 10, 20 cents. But we've just see it keep getting reduced. So, like, if you like Milwaukee to beat Golden State, assuming that's the matchup that materializes, you've been missing out a lot of value. I mean, you could have had them +350 like a week ago. You could have had them +250 4 or 5 days ago. Now they're +160. Now, if they lose game 3, they might drift up +180, maybe even a little more. So I think it's too late. If you like Milwaukee, I think it's too late. I think you missed your window, and maybe hope they lose games 3 and 4. Then you might be able to get them at a +250 or yeah, probably about a +250. So right now, Toronto's 25-1 long shot, and Portland is 60-1. So Milwaukee's an underdog tomorrow night. As an underdog this year, 9-2 against the spread and 11 underdog spots. Now for the season, the Bucks against Toronto head-to-head, 5-1 both straight up and against the spread in 6 meetings. Obviously, that's in the regular season. Totals have been a wash in the series between Toronto and Milwaukee so far this year, 3-3. Milwaukee for the season, 31-14 straight up, 28-15 against the spread on the road. Toronto at home, 37-11, 22-26 against the spread, however, but keep in mind that a lot of those were, laying a lot more points. Oh, I had one more stat as we go back. Let me backtrack to Portland, Golden State as it pertains to tonight. When Portland has been favored by 3.5 points or fewer this year, 17-8 against the spread. Not bad. Not bad at all. Just quickly, well, obviously, Tyreke Evans out for 2 years. I do not believe it's been reported what the substance was. And last thing I wanted to point out, sportsbook.ag and quite a few other books lots of other books have posted odds to win next year's NBA title. This is how much it's a given that KD is gone, or at least as terms of the odds makers, the way the odds makers look at it. I mean, I think we've all known KD's gone after this year from the Bay Area, that is. All right, Golden State's a +200 chalk to win next year's title. Milwaukee +450. Houston 12-1. Celtics 15-1. Okay, none of that should surprise us. But look who's 15-1 as well with the Celtics. The Knicks. Okay, that's how much of a given it is that KD is headed that way. And with 2 potential max contracts to fill, along with that really good young nucleus, Montrezl Harrell, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Landry Shamet from Wichita State. The Clippers are only 18-1 because they've got two potential max contracts they can do, and Kawhi could be one of those guys. I don't look. Nobody wants to play with Kyrie. High volume, me first point guard. Not gonna work. Nobody wants to play with him. Nobody. I'm not gonna go Mike Singletary, but can't play with him. Can't win with him, etc. All right, Brian Edwards, MajorWager.com. KD's not going to be back anytime soon, and Golden State and Milwaukee in full control with 2-0 series leads in their respective conference finals matchups. I'm Brian Edwards of Major Wager. Thanks for joining us. Over and out. Till next time.